How to buy smart. This video is very timely, mainly because I'm actually buying four things right now. I'm buying four businesses right now: airplane, distillate, extraction facility, growing facility, and production facility. Oh, and a house. That's five things. Fuck. So I have to know how to buy smart, and the main reason is because I'm using my money, but also other people's money. Okay, so you got to be really careful with other people's money, like whatever. Well, let's make a few things. Let's cover some ground rules on buying smart. Number one, you make money on something when you buy it. Do you understand what that means? That means when you bought it, you've already made your money on it. For example, let's talk about used cars. I buy cars all the time for my family and my siblings and my son and what have you. A car loses 70% of its value after about 4 years. And cars are really good. They're really good investments if you buy them 4 years old. So if you buy your kid a 2015 vehicle right now, you're being smart. You find a car for 2015, you buy a 2015 Honda Civic, and if they're offering $7,000, you show up with $3,500 cash. You're like, holy fuck, Sean, you're an asshole. Why would you do that? Why would you bring $3,500? Shit, I might even bring $3,000. Why would you do that? Because that's another rule about buying smart. Buying smart is, number one, is this. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm getting excited. Buying smart means, one, use as little of your cash as possible to get what you want. Number two, and how do you do that? You find the floor. The floor means, and this I say this all the time. I'm talking with Tony and Jason, we're buying properties. I'm like, look, until they say fuck you, I'd rather eat it than sell it to you for that price, or no, I'd rather sell it. I'd rather burn it, part it out, or say, I'll take it to the junkyard before I sell it for $3,500 or $3,000. Okay, that's fine. Nothing personal. Now you know the floor. That's the floor. Okay. So you always make an offer that is the best for you and your partners, and because you don't have to spend your money. There's no rule that says because you have money sitting in the bank, you have to spend it. Okay, there's nothing wrong with having a ton of capital in the bank and just sitting on it and relaxing and getting your hair braided and going to the gym and drinking hot chocolates and meeting with people and talking about things. Because once you buy an asset, it's yours. It's your baby. You got to take care of it. And sometimes these babies are dysfunctional. You don't need to buy into a dysfunctional relationship. Okay, so number one in buying smart is you find the floor. Okay, use as little of your cash as possible. Okay, now how do you know how to find the floor and how do you know how to use as little of your cash as possible? Very simple. He with the most knowledge wins. What that means is let the seller talk. You should be doing the least amount of talking in a negotiation meeting. You sit there, you listen, and you let the seller do the talking. Let the seller, because when you let the seller talk, they'll tell you all kinds of shit. Just recently, and I'm not going to mention what I talked about because I don't want to, but he or she told me everything I need to know to make this deal happen. They also told me a lot of things that I didn't solicit. That means that I'm completely in the driver's seat. I'm in no rush. I can make whatever deal I want because I know that they're going to run out of bullets long before I do if we go into a waiting game. And that's business. Remember, your job when you run a business is to get the highest return for your investors because you have to pay them back. And then you can keep the business and do whatever you want. But until you pay back your investors, you got to be very crude with your capital. What that means is you make money when you buy things. You don't have time to make money. Don't try these speculative deals where, listen, you build 100 homes and you're going to sell them. No. Have these homes pre-sold. Have the marketing pre-done. Matter of fact, build the homes, build to suit. Have them sold and then build accordingly. Don't spec things. Spec is a short term for speculation. Speculation means you assume something's going to happen, so you make an investment. Unfortunately, college is one of those things. You assume you're going to get a good job, so people pay $100,000 a year for college. I mean, if it's Harvard, I could see that, but other than that, I'm not sure. Depending on the major too. Anyway, so buying smart is knowing your product, knowing more than the seller, protecting your capital, protecting your cash, and finding the floor, making an offer that they'd rather burn it than sell it to at that price. Then you know you have a floor. Now you can start negotiating. Okay? And then also, most importantly, know that you need it. Do you really need this business or do you not? Remember, there's a thing in business called opportunity cost. If you're buying a house for $300,000, could you buy a fourplex for $320,000? And buy the fourplex. If you're buying a Tesla for $35,000, can you buy two brand new used Mercedes for $35,000? Buy the two new used Mercedes. Use those for your mansion parties. Or use this for your staff. Remember, there's always an opportunity cost in purchasing. You don't have to buy what's in front of you. You have to look at yourself. How is buying this relative to buying something else for that same price? Like I said, I'm doing it right now with 5 businesses. And I mean, I've gone through poor Steve's cousins. He's gone through like, Jesus Christ, 30 aircraft. And every time we think we found the right aircraft, I keep asking questions to find out why this is the right aircraft, and we end up getting another one at a better price and better terms and better seating and better everything. And the last thing about buying smart is please do not rush. When you buy smart, anytime that there's a rush, that's not a good purchase. If there's a time limit on something, that means it's a knee jerk. Either you're being screwed, you're being royally fucked, and no Vaseline. Okay? All right. So go out there, make good, smart purchasing decisions, and say this is a TV show taught you. Make me the enemy.